live on there, so thank you if you were there. And thank you for here. Oh, it's too far over, isn't it?
I can only tell you what the truth is. Never sugarcoating, ain't no sweet shit.
I feel like it's too far.
Treat you like my son, we in Phoenix. Shorty just a text, now she fiending. Throw a black party, get it jumping like it's free, name. You know that I'm the one, get a sequence. Living Booker with the shot all season. No wavy, baby, keeping on the daily.
That's cool, whatever, that's gonna work. Alright, let's get it.
Lay my back down, now I got shorty cheese and never back down. I'm too busy going up. Crazy when you poppin', everybody starts showing up. If I catch you in my way, then I'm going nuts. If I win, then we all win. Ain't no one-on-ones. Holy moly, don't shot. This a fashion. What's the topic? I'm the number one top pick. Better stop it. I can only tell you what the truth is. Never sugarcoat, ain't no sweet shit. I know you tryna be like me, you the remix. Yeah, treat you like my son, we ain't fainting it. I can only tell you what the truth is. Never sugarcoating, ain't no sweet shit. I know you tryna be like me, you the remix. Treat you like my son, we ain't. Flying up the Cali, Calabasas with my brother did. Had to make it happen, now I'm back on with another one. Nikki used to curve, now she wanna be my lover. Keep it low key, so we do it on the cover. Plastic of the paper, it don't matter, get the bag go. I'm in Texas with a stallion, caught up with a lasso. Good guys always coming last, I play the bad role. Ain't selling, but she do it if I say so. She said, why you always gotta be a a-hole? Sorry, baby, I've been focused on my pesos. Cause I know you love the bag with Chanel on it. And I know you wanna travel like a cable. We all about a chicken, let us win and it's a rap. Going up and getting stuck, cause I'm never looking back. I've been running up.
Pinkies up, you know the vibes, yes sir. What the truth is. Ain't no sweet shit.
I know you tryna be like me, you the remix.
Treat you like my son, we in Phoenix.
I can only tell you
What the truth is. Oh man. And that is Phoenix by my homie King Ace. Excellent song, excellent project, Stuck on Go. Excellent performer, excellent human being. And the song is on my Twitter. I just tweeted it. So go get that, go download that, spin the whole project. Very good. Bro, the first event I had, he came and he passed out like planners, bro. Like, this is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life. Where is it? Like, and it came with like a scan code for the project. Like, come on. Like, can you scan that on your phone screen? If you can, scan it. But like, come on, bro. And then like just encouraging things, like, come on, I was blown away. Go get this project, please. But hey, welcome to Don't Watch This, episode 6. We are 6 episodes in, and I still have not figured out the intro. And to be completely honest, I am like, I was on YouTube today, like on my TV. And yeah, what's good, Splash? Appreciate you. I was on YouTube today from my TV, and I was like, okay. And I saw one of the episodes, and like, you know, it didn't have a whole lot of views. I think it had like 14. You know, it's like, oh, we're gonna get that up one day though, real soon. But I saw it and I was like, you know, I saw 14 views and I saw it say, "Don't watch this." And I was like, is this the video staring me in the face saying this is a bad idea? Because I was like, it's named "Don't Watch This," you know, like, is that going to be something that, like, you know, I was sticking with the old name. I was sticking with the name I had from when I was, like, I used to go live on Periscope and I would just say, "Don't watch this." And, you know, but, like, you know, it may be time to grow past that. It might be time to let it go. I don't know. You guys let me know if "Don't Watch This" is a good title for a show. Like, I think I'd be posting the clips. I'd be like, everything, and just "Don't watch this." It's like, hey, don't watch this. And maybe people, in this day and age, you know, there's just so much content at once that maybe people are like, thank you for saving my time. And they just, you know, maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Excuse me. But I don't want to be counterproductive. Beyond that, yes, no intro yet. I apologize. There will be one eventually. And so the first time, names a W. Say less. Thank you. The people have spoken. Thank you so much. Names a W. Okay, I believe in it now. I'm rocking with it. But yeah, so the first topic today is breathe. I feel like I could have segued into it better, but I had another thing that I had in my head from the last thing that I was saying that I kind of forgot, and I was trying to remember it, but it's like, you're running out of time, bro. The show must go on. And I had to just give myself the grace of saying, all right, let it go, and just breathe. You feel me? And I think it's a really important thing because I feel like a lot of us forget to do so. Oh, salute to you for subscribing. Thank you, bro. There we go. I was like ignorant knowledge. Like I know, bro. Say less. I gotta do like the name association. It's you feel me? Because I can't do a face association. You don't put your face on your Avio. It's a difficult cross. It's a lot of. My head has been in a lot of places recently, man. I apologize, but I really appreciate you. But yeah, my head has been in a lot of places. And I feel like I've had to just kind of tell myself recently, you know, like I said, like I've been stressing out. Like I was literally stressing out over my birthday. Like I was saying on the last episode that like my birthday doesn't feel like something that's like, oh yeah, like only like 3 more days, can't wait, blah blah blah. It feels like, oh, only 3 more days. Like I'm running out of time. I got to do this, that. I got to execute this properly. I just want everything to go right. I want so many things to go well. I'm trying to push so much. I'm trying to do this show and put out content consistently. I'm trying to I just put the t-shirts and the positive thinking caps out. I have the event coming up, which I like really, really, really care about and hope people show up for and, want to make a great experience. And so there's just so much going on that I've been putting pressure on myself for that, like, I've been stressed out about my birthday. And I had to just tell myself, like, just breathe. Like, I got to a point where I was like, okay, like, you know what? Like, and, people have told me, like, hey, just relax. And I don't know, I reached the point where I was like, okay, like, let me take the pressure off of myself and, let things go as they may. And I feel like it's been a beautiful feeling. It's been a great feeling. And I just had to remember to breathe. And I think that's important. I think in some of our most, stressful moments, confusing moments, I think that, it can be like you don't remember to breathe, like to actually slow down and take intentional breaths. It goes a long way. It goes a long way, especially in moments where you're stressed out. So, when in doubt, breathe, for real. Like, take a deep breath. Breathing gives you time to, like, think a little rationally, count your blessings. Like, I feel like I've been, like, in a thought cloud for, like, I don't even know how many days. And not in a terrible way. Thinking's not a bad thing. But, like, there's just so much going on that, like, there almost feels like there's no peace. And, it's just, you got to breathe, give yourself some space, give your mind some space. And I feel like that can go a really long way. And you can probably see more clearly. I was able to, like, break certain decisions down. And, do that thing I'd said earlier, I said before about, like, if there's, if you got a big rock, if there's a boulder on your chest, it's difficult. Like, when you put everything together and you lump everything into one issue, it becomes a boulder on your chest. But if you break it down, isolate it, that thing was about problems. But I think overthinking is a problem. And so it's like kind of the same scenario where I put all of my thoughts into a boulder and now I'm not actually having any productive thoughts. Nothing's happening. I'm just thinking and then thinking some more. And so the same way you got to break down your problems to isolate them, you got to break down and isolate your thoughts and just breathe and take your time. And a task will start to seem a lot less daunting. I just realized that at the end of the day, like, whether it's my birthday's on Friday, the show's on Saturday, I know that I'm gonna be okay. I know that I'm gonna have a good time. I know that there's gonna be like love around me. I know that there's gonna be good vibes, all that stuff. I know that the show. Hopefully, it is big. Hopefully, I am able to promote it more. Hopefully, there's been people who I wasn't even somebody told me they took off work. Like so hopefully that's happening without me having. I feel like I have to make everything happen all the time. Like, and there's jack of all trades trying to master a few, make it happen and make people ask what happened to you. And I feel like every single day, all day, I put pressure on myself to make it happen. And then part of my problem is that there's mad its. Like, there's mad its I be trying to make happen. And, like, I don't always give myself, like, the grace that I should. But I also feel like I give myself too much grace sometimes. It's very strange. It's a strange, weird, delicate balance. But, I think that I don't give myself, and sometimes I'll look at something and I'll think about something that was really cool or whatever, or something that went well, and I'll be like, wow, that was like last week or like 2 months ago, like, you know, and it just be like that, you know, like things are going. I don't know. It's weird. It's very strange. It's a delicate balance. Uh, nah, you good, bro? What's good, Mark? Appreciate you. I'm not on here that much recently. Talk your shit. I'll get an Abby up though, bro. I really put you heavy because you dead ass relate. I dead ass relate exactly to a lot of the way you think. I feel you 100. Hey, that's real, bro. I appreciate you. That's real, and I feel like that also like helps me. Thank you a lot for real. Like, thank you. That does a lot for me. So thank you. Like, cause I really enjoy being understood, and I think I value being like relatable. And just because like a lot of the things that I feel like that's probably the reason I share my thought process. I mean, like the reason of the show and like the basis of the show, and I mean, like I wouldn't just want to talk if people didn't understand what I was saying. You feel me? I sit here in front of a microphone, and so thank you for real. That means a lot. And it means that I'm executing and like elocuting what I'm trying to say and get across. And that's important too. So thank you. I appreciate that. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, like for real, like, and I'll try not to harp on this one. But yeah, man, like breathe, man. Take a deep breath. Take a second. Matter of fact, when the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it. Like, I'm sorry. It's funny. The song I played King Ace. Shout out to my guy King Ace. I was gonna play, and I thought about it before I played it, and I was like, I can't play that. I was like, I know I can't play that. Like, it's probably too big to play it. I can't play that song. But I was gonna play Big Business by Trapland Pat, and I put the YouTube video on. The video's fire. The remix just dropped with Rick Ross. That's legendary. Trapland Pat is a legend already. And the other day I quoted the tweet for the video, and somebody I saw somebody else end up tweeting it, and they were like, yo, like I got this from you, and I was like, that's so cool, because like this song is fire. I love the song. I love the original song. I love the remix. I think it's mad. Like, it's incredible that Rick Ross is like that's incredible. That's incredible. Shout out to Trapland Pat. So yeah, I was like, I love this, but like the fact that, you know, somebody else found it, I think that's mad dope, because it's like when they find it, it's not like the average song I play or whatever. It's just like, oh, it's just like they found it, and it's like, this is really cool, and it's like, yo, like he's from like, right, like, you know, shout out to Trapland Pat, man. That's real cool, and like it's inspiring, and the song itself, Big Business, it's like, you know, big business. I was getting all 24 fitness. Yo, that song, he spazzed, and I think that it's so funny that the business is too big for me to play the song, because I started playing it. I was playing it while I have like IG Live set up before I get on here or whatever, like while I'm setting up, and like it cut the IG Live off like immediately, and it was like this, and I was like, well, it never does this to me, but I figured that was gonna happen. But shout out to him for that. Shout out to that's a Broward legendary moment. That's a legendary moment, period. And that's incredible, and it's inspiring. Like I love seeing things like that. I love seeing people win, especially like people who like really like I feel like even in just what he talks about when he's rapping, like he really just is like, I feel like he's like hyper focused, laser focused, and you know, he's reaping the rewards of it, and he's like, and that's really dope, man. And it's just like, it's really inspiring. It makes me big. I want to get pounds off like 24 Fitness too. Like, I mean, whoa, officer, it's a metaphor. Boom, 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 boom. You're not that relatable to most, bro. We're hyper-conscious types of thinkers. Most people don't self-analyze like that. A lot of people don't self-analyze. It's crazy. It's wild. That's part of what one of the topics is about today, actually. Splash said, matter of fact, what happened? Oh, you know, is it that time, Splash? It's that time? It's that time? You know what time it is. Yo, what's good, Raz? Said Broward copyright striking now. Hey, moving up, bro. Copyright strike immediately. We love to see it. I was so, like, when I got it, I was like, oh man, but I was like, yo, this is so cool. Like, that's amazing. Exactly. It's like that. It's like that. Yo, moving on up to the east side. always, exactly. You know exactly what time it is. But yeah, man, that was really cool. So, you know, go check that out. Trapland Pat, Big Business, YouTube, DSPs, whatever you get music on. I'm also gonna tweet the link, so if you need that, I got you. But yeah, phenomenal, and he's a monster. Like he has like so many. Like I remember I found him, and I was like, okay, like this song is hard. Like I'm gonna go listen to more. And there were I love when that happens with an artist. Like when I like an artist a lot and I want to go listen to them, and then I go and they have like mad projects. It's like, oh, well, all right. But only if you really like them. If you find an artist who you like, but I only look for artists I really like. Like I'll hear a song, I'm not gonna go look for all your music if if you're not cool like that. But like when I go look for all your music and I find mad music, it's like this is a gold mine. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, what's good, Shonda? I'm not gonna read that one. IG was tripping. You're doing a good job censoring my messages. This man media train. You know the vibes. You know the vibes we hear. The brand. The brand. Always. The brand is always being considered. You see it. You see it. The brand. Yo, hey, gang in here. I'll help you out though. Won't use the N-word no more. Oh, it censors automatically? Nah. Y'all are hilarious. I appreciate y'all for being here. Oh my, it's all support, good support. Next topic. It's all support, good support. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So next up we have, so first was Breathe. That was topic number 1. And topic number 2 is chapters. Protect the brand at all costs, Splash. You know the vibes. Speaking of the brand, it's time for some Essentia water. Pinkies up, always. Never let your pinky touch a bottle of Essentia. It's classless and disrespectful. Essentia. We've now returned after a word from our eventual sponsors. Yo, dead ass. Love you, bro. About to head out. Love you too, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you. You know, love y'all for real. But yeah. So topic 2, chapters. And so I feel like chapters is and especially with my birthday coming up. And just, as I look at different periods of my life and as I look at, sometimes I go a little further back in my notepad or I stumble across an old Plug Talk podcast episode where, from like years ago and I'll hear something that's just like, where was my head at? Like, or I see something I wrote a few years ago and I remember exactly what I was going through or what exactly made me. And, it's just beautiful how at different stages of life, different things happen. And with that, it's like, kind of a double-sided coin or whatever, or one of those other phrases that mean the same thing, a homonym phrase, if you will. But that's just something that sounds the same. But whatever. But yeah, no. I feel like it goes both ways because there's certain there's certain negative things about chapters. There's certain certain people don't make it to the next season of the show. You feel me? Like, it was really sad. I'm one of few people. A lot of things are gonna come back to the office. I'm sorry, all the time. Boom. You for real or you playing, bro? Get that bag. I'm going for. Oh no. The Essential sponsor. No, that's an eventual sponsor. I'm committed to it though. It's real. I used to say hashtag they will send water. That's a hashtag. That's the thing I'm really like big on. But like. It's right there. I feel that way about a lot of things, to be honest. Like, I feel like as I'm getting ready for my 29th birthday, I feel like things will be a lot different. And maybe I said that last year, and I feel like it's funny but chapters. Oh, this works out really well. Okay, so I've had different phases in my life. I remember on my 26th birthday, I felt like I was finally removed from the point where I used to like beat myself up on my birthday every year. Excuse me. And I wrote something, and it was like, 1 year, because it was 26. So I was like, 1 year for every letter of the alphabet, 1 tear for everything that hasn't happened yet, and 1 million for all I've made it through. For years, getting a year older is something I hate to do. Cry myself to sleep right after a couple midnights, because life felt incomplete, and I wonder when I would get right. The thing about perspective through the tears is it dims lights. Camera action, the fans are clapping. How much in a year could happen? I don't remember the part after that. But the thing about that is, like, for a long time, like, I really did, like, hate to get a year older. Like, when it was coming, I'd be like, wow, like, I haven't done this, like, I'm another year older and another year further away from things. Like, I'm getting older and this isn't happening, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not there anymore. And so now, like, I'm thankful for, like, the things that happen in a chapter and what's going on. What I've gotten to. And it's just funny to, like, kind of think about where U30 is hilarious. I haven't seen the other comments yet, but that's hilarious. Pretty much though, you know? And so as I go through the chapters, it's like cool to be able to look back and, you know, no longer be like, you know, okay, so I I would love to be further along. I spend most of my time thinking about how I should be further along, about how I can get further along. But at the same time, bro, like, even though I'm still sitting in the same spot, even though a lot of things in my, you know, still the same largely, like, I did some things happened at 27 that, like, I didn't see coming at 25 or 26. You know, like 27 was a great year. It was amazing. It was incredible, and it moved me further along in the story. And I may not be at the part of the story I want to be at, but I'm further along in the story, and it's all part of the story. And what, like, as I'm gonna put it on a T-shirt, like, there's joy in the journey. Like, there's joy in the journey, and you know, like, you just gotta appreciate where you're at. Be thankful for where you've made it out of, where you've come from, and, you know, be optimistic and positive and, you know, fulfilled in where you're going. And not fully fulfilled, like, not everything is fully fulfilling, but I feel like you should, you know, move toward a direction that makes you feel fulfilled. I feel like a lot of people get trapped in things, and they end up doing lifelong things, and, you know, that they were not really trying to do. Boom. You for real? Are you playing? I just drank mine. I guess I'm classless. Don't let it happen again. You feel me? Like we say all the time on the show, be nice to yourself, but also move on. Chapters. You feel me? You letting your pinky touch a bottle of Essentia is your previous chapter. Start a new chapter right now, and never let that happen again. And then you don't have to be classless. From now on, now that you have the information, you feel me? They say that ignorance is bliss. 10 minutes ago, when you could leave your pinky on the bottle and not have a problem with it, that was bliss for you. But now you know better. So now it's like the decision is on you. Going forward, if you let the pinky touch your bottle, you're classless. But you can make the decision to have some class and put that pinky up. Ben, what's good? Yeah, is that our Ben? Slash, I hope so. Yes, since the beginning, you know the vibes. Yes, that is our Ben. Brill said, let's go, bro. Love to see it. Can't wait to celebrate when you really lock it in. That's love, bro. That's so real. That's so real. I can't wait. It's gonna be a glorious day. I'm gonna make it like real. I'm not gonna make it myself. Hopefully, there's somebody out there who like cares enough to. But I'm not like I was gonna say I was gonna make a reel of like. Actually, I could probably do it myself. It's gonna happen one way or another. But a reel of all the times I said hashtag they will send water, and I've been saying that since like my hair was short. So that'll be something when it really does happen. they do say gonna send bottles too. It's gonna get real interesting. U38, yeah. The grind is ridiculously hard. Mans be wanting to scream. Wait, the grind? Which grind? Damn it. I gotta start keeping up with the comments. Brill laughed. But yeah, no, you gotta just stay with it. You know, you gotta stay with it. You gotta breathe. That's important. And chapters. There we go. Chapters. So, you know, you gotta move from one chapter to the next. And there's, you know, there's unfortunate endings or whatever, or just, you know, unfortunate periods in time. Like, I mean, we just saw Jesus and Mero split up, you know, and that was really unfortunate and that was sad. But both of them seem to have the approach where they're doing their own thing, and they're just in different chapters of their lives. And sometimes that has to happen. Sometimes that's how our stories go, you know, and we all have our own stories individually. We're all part of a greater collective story, but we're all on our own paths. And so sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe it comes back around and they both seem open to that, whatever. Whether they mean it or not, it doesn't really matter. Well, it matters, but not to us. Like that's on them. The Breakfast Club just ended, and honestly, what I don't like, you know, for me, it's like, okay, I can have a chapter end, and I feel like it's very important. Like it's very important to respect your chapters, like while you're in them, when they're like a chapter can end, and I can like look at that chapter and be like, yo, that was a great chapter. You feel me? Like I feel like, you know, the Breakfast Club ended, and I saw a lot of people saying, oh, thank you, finally, blah blah blah, and that could be the case. Maybe it, you know, sometimes like, you know, like. Jordan, when he came back out of retirement, and that year 18 or year 19 is not the same as LeBron's year 18 and year 19. Like not a, like so maybe the chapter, maybe by the end, the show like it's run its course. There's a reason things end, whatever. But like there was a thread of like classic Breakfast Club clips, and I was glad for that. I feel like that's the type of content that should come out when things like that happen. That's the type of content that should come out when chapters end. Like I mean, Allen Iverson was phenomenal, legendary, one of the greatest players ever. Like I wanted braids because of him, and I had a really big head, and I still do, but I was like short with a really big head, and I wanted braids because of Allen Iverson. Like he was really incredibly impactful all the time, and I'm so glad that we all talk about that. Like that for a while though, in the beginning, like right after he retired, people were talking about the way that his career ended, and like when he had the stints with the Grizzlies and went back to the when he was with the Pistons for a while and went back to the Sixers a little bit at the end, or no, did he? I don't know, but like just and people talked about that a lot, and it's like why would we harp on that? Like look at like that's a chapter in the story, but like the overall story is great, and so Breakfast Club had mad like classic clips, and I just feel like things people choose to focus on are funny. Maybe they had to go, I don't know, maybe people have their personal feelings about Charlamagne or whatever it may be, but I just like to see some of the classic clips. I thought that was really cool, and I wish that when things, it feels like now in this day and age we live in, like, people are just, like, waiting for the downfall of everything. Like, it's just like, oh, as soon as that downfall happens, like, even if it wasn't something they were actively hating on, like, if everybody else starts hating on it, it's just like, all right, let's, are we hating? Say less. It's like when black people see people start running, that's what the internet does when people start hating. Are we hating? I don't even know what we hating on yet, but we hating. And like I would love for us to like just get away from that a little bit. Like, it's okay to like things. It's okay to appreciate things. It's okay for there to be positives of things and of chapters. Like downfalls aren't the only things that exist. Neil, what's good? I'm in the Matrix. Oh, no. Evan let his mama love him is hilarious. You guys are fools. Breakfast Club been needed to end. They gave us gems but didn't end gracefully. That's facts though. You're not wrong about that. Like I haven't been paying attention to Breakfast Club in a while. But it's just like once they end, I feel like we don't have to focus as much on that period where they weren't giving us anything. The audio got me sound like the Terminator. No, okay, so it's good. Neil, it might be you. This is the last time you said the audio was messed up too. I don't know. I think can you terminate the Yankees losing ways? If only. That's really getting on my nerves. Like, I don't even be tapped into baseball like that, but like I just keep getting notifications that the Yankees lost, and I was starting to get more and more interested when they were winning. Boom. Ben said LMAO. I'm good. All right, cool. So yeah, like, yeah, I feel like we don't have to focus as much on them not ending gracefully. Like now that it's over, let's just talk about the positive parts of it. Let's talk about the great things that were going on, the great moments. It was fine yesterday. All right, cool. Yeah, Neil, I don't know. If I'll look to see if there's anything I'm doing, but it might be you, brother. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. Okay, so breathe. Chapters. I think that's it for chapters. I think that was a lot for chapters. I think I got off everything I wanted to get off. Yeah, so just respect chapters for what they were. You feel me? Appreciate things for what they were in those moments, and also understand that it doesn't like it's not. Things aren't forever. Nothing is forever, to be honest. Even things that even things that outlast the test of time aren't forever. Like, you feel me? Because they evolve. So, like, the version of themselves they end up being in 10 to 15 years are not the same version of themselves that they were 10 to 15 years ago. And, you just have to understand that and kind of, like, move with the ebbs and flows and just pay attention and be mindful, Boom. It's like when Charlamagne's about to get his shit right by Fredro Starr. Yo, I feel like Charlamagne was about to get beat up a lot of times. Like, he was, like, running through the street. The Birdman, put some respect on my name. All three, y'all. The Kodak, I hope so. The Soulja Boy one was a classic. And then people really got some gems off on there too. Like, I remember Jay-Z's Breakfast Club interview had mad gems. Like, people got gems off on Breakfast Club. There were some weird moments. But you know, all in all, and like I feel like all of us watch Breakfast Club at some point. You know, I feel like all of our favorite artists, all you know, I watched so many Breakfast Club interviews. I got put on the artists through Breakfast Club interviews. All kind, and not even necessarily put on. Like I knew they existed, but then I started to like care about them and tap in or whatever because of Breakfast Club. So you know, shout out to the Breakfast Club and shout out to all the closed chapters. You feel me? And shout out to all the chapters that are to come. And so with that said, buy a t-shirt. um yeah, so 28. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And I really had to just breathe and allow myself to, you know, just be appreciate the fact that, you know, it's my birthday week and things are going to go well. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to be surrounded by love. Boom, boom. It's very subtle. Now it's your phone, bro. I'm gonna watch it on Insta. Say less, Neil. We got some of the greatest gifts and memes from them. We got so many great gifts and memes from them, bro. So many. It's like it's a cultural staple for real. It's a cultural staple. Um, but yeah. So I've already decided. So I wanted to pull off the donation raffle. If you were here the other night and you saw me talk about it, I just didn't feel like and don't feel like I feel like I haven't. I'm telling you, like the more I started trying to post content clips for the show, all that stuff. Like I feel like Instagram, like and Twitter, or whatever. Like I just feel like my engagement started going down, which is weird because it's like I was posting more content. That's what they say, like oh, post more content. So, but it felt like my engagement started going down when I started trying to post content. Um, so I wanted to be able to pull up the donation raffle, but to explain what it was to everybody, and I still might try to do it. I feel like if I could explain it. I could try to just on my birthday there might be engagement. So if I just made the put it out that day or whatever, I don't know. Who knows? Overthinking it. But I asked Twitter today if I'd be a bird if I dropped my Cash App on my birthday, and people were like, "Nah, man, you know, content creators got to get paid, you know, blah blah." blah. And it was like, that's all I really needed to hear, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna do it, but I prefer to do the donation raffle because the donation raffle is a cool idea, and I like the way it works, and I feel like it's gonna be like a you know, I explained the idea to my brother today, and he was like, "Whoa, that's like," and I was like, "Yeah, like I feel like it's one of my better ideas, man. Like, you know, but really the way it works is, last time I did $5 tickets. This time I do $10 tickets, one way or another, either 5 or 10. But it's like you know, there's a ticket, so the ticket is it's a donation, like a $10 donation, and then you know, depending on like, I just didn't think I could get it to enough people enough time and be able to do it by Friday and all this stuff and I just didn't. I don't. It's a good idea, so I want to pull it off properly when I pull it off. So whenever I do try to pull it off, I hope that you guys who are here and like will understand by that point can help me as I try to like push it and promote it and all that stuff. But yeah, like if you buy a ticket, $5 ticket, $10 ticket, whatever. Let's say the tickets are $10. Let's say that 50 people play and it's $500. Okay, cool. And so that's you know the donation not impossible of $500. But like I said, like I feel like Impossible is bigger than me, and I feel like it's an everybody thing, and I like for everybody to, like, I like for there to be winners, you know, so I would want to have, like, for the part that makes it a raffle is that 30% of that, whatever's donated, goes to one of the people that sent the donation. Like, you mark your donation with, like, your a number on a Cash App or whatever in the memo or whatever. I'm also trying to trying to marry myself to an idea of how to, you know, uh, identify yourself. You know, whether it's a number or word, I have no idea. But and yeah, so then if it was $500, somebody would win 30%, $150, and so you know, then people are more likely you could win. You could donate $10 and then win 150, like you know. So and then it can get bigger and bigger, blah blah blah. But eventually, I'm gonna try that. So if I try it on Friday, help me. Don't know if I will because I don't think it'll come off properly, and I don't want to like waste the idea and do it really, really, really whatever. So yeah, the next topic is, and we kind of started to discuss it a little bit in chapters with you know the way that people view things and you know the perspective that people choose to take, or also how we spoke earlier on the lack of self-awareness. And so the next topic is the sunken place. And so I feel like the sunken place is, I feel like it's a lack of self awareness, and you know, honestly, self-awareness is like a huge gift and a huge curse. And ignorance probably truly is bliss. But that bliss is part of what the sunken place is, honestly. Um, and sometimes you gotta leave people in it, and sometimes it's unfortunate that people are there, but you gotta realize they're there and you gotta drop them off. But the goal is just to keep yourself out of it, honestly, and to gravitate toward people who aren't in it. Like, I personally don't even really have a desire to. I think that a lack of self awareness is like very scary. Like, I think it's truly scary, and I think that it makes people capable of a lot, and it just makes people see things differently. It makes people operate differently, and that's why I view it as a sunken place. Um, like okay, so for instance, right? I think that, like, I was in the car with my brother earlier, and he was getting ready to turn, and somebody like started speeding up, and that's just like a natural thing that happens. And so he was like, "Yeah, it's really crazy how people just be hating." And I was like, "Yeah, that's it's wild, but that's what people are doing." He was like, "Honestly, like, I catch myself doing it sometimes too." He was like, I know," and we were both saying how we know, like, it's really not even really a conscious decision for the guy. He's just like, "Oh, is he gonna turn? Like, I'm speeding up," and like. But he also, like, he was like, when I do it, like, I know that I did it, and like, so, and I was like, that, yeah, like, I try to. He's like, sometimes I think about doing, I'm like, nah, like, I'm tripping, and that question right there, like, that realization right there, that right there is self awareness. Like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. But some people don't have that step, and they just accelerate, no matter what. And so, I think that goes to, I think that goes to a lot of different things. Like, that's something small. It's a small example of self awareness, and of course, like, I'm probably still gonna speed up if somebody try to turn. Like, who knows? But I'm aware of the fact that I did it if I did it, and the awareness of that fact keeps me from doing it sometimes. And I think that there's some people who will speed up, and I don't want to use. No, I'm not gonna do that. But there's some people who will speed up, have no idea they're speeding up, and act like everyone else on the road is tripping. And I think that there's a lot of people who are on the, like, I feel like, oh cool, wow, this worked out. I can just make it the cars. Like, speaking my mind, word for word, bar for bar. Hey, that's a motif. How you took it back to the Soldier Boy thing from the Breakfast Club topic. Excellently done, and that helps move the show along. Thank you guys for being here. You guys make the show. I just be talking. Um, but yeah, so, like, I feel like my mentality when driving has always been and always is, and I be telling my brother the same thing, and he realizes the same. He realized it right away when he started. Um, I drive assuming everyone on the road is stupid and can't drive. So, like, when I'm about to change lanes, or like when I don't get too close behind anybody, like, I use my indicators, but I also am aware that, like, a lot of people don't use their indicators. I don't accelerate into anybody's back because anybody could do anything at any time. Like, if somebody looks like they might turn out of this plaza even though they shouldn't, or somebody looks like they might try to make this turn even though I don't do, like, that whole speeding up because somebody's turning out. Part of the reason I don't do it, one, just like the self-awareness thing I was just talking about and not being a jerk, but that's not even really it. It's just like, I don't feel like it's worth it. I'm not going to try to race you to that. Like, if you're going to turn, you're going to turn. And part of that also is because one time I had somebody fully run a red light and, like, clip me, like, T-bone me damn near. Almost, but, like, he wasn't speeding. So, like, he was making a turn and he ran the light completely. I got knocked off the road and it was just like, yo, like, you really tried to do that? And, like, at the end of the day, I'm only driving my car. So, like, I can't, no matter what anybody else does, no matter, like, whoever, that guy is likely in the sunken place. If you could do that, like, because he skirted. He was gone. Right, not surprisingly. Thankfully, my car wasn't, like, too messed up because he wasn't going full speed. He just, like, but, like, I got hit, like, And so, like, at that point, once he skirts off, I'm left with my car. And so, because whatever anybody else does impacts me, and what I do impacts me, I gotta focus on me, and I gotta drive like everybody else is stupid. I gotta drive like at any other moment. And that's why, like, once I realize somebody's in a sunken place, has no self-awareness, or just not operating with any, like, I find it fit to remove myself as much as I can, because that's like, I mean, when I'm on the highway, I speed by trucks. You feel me? Like, if I'm on the highway and there's a truck, like, I don't care. I don't care if it's a sheriff or I don't care. Like, I'm going 95 to get by this for at least 5 seconds. And then once I'm by you, cool. Because I feel like this is hazardous. And so, people in the sunken place are driving trucks with their eyes closed. Be careful. Be very careful. It's sad, it's unfortunate. People have lack of self-awareness for different reasons. People will be like obsessed with astrology and, oh, this happens because I'm a whatever, and oh, you're acting like this because you're a whatever. And it's like, yo, that's one thing that's always blown my mind about people who are really into astrology and shit like that. It's just like, all this stuff about all these signs and you still don't know yourself. That's nuts to me. That's nuts to me. You can look into every single zodiac sign, but you can't look into the mirror. And you're going to stay that. And that's really, really, really sad. And I'm going to pray for you. Bro, what? I do the same shit. Dog, I swear to God, I literally say driving, I assume everyone else is dumb. I avoid anybody. Bro, they all look incompetent, bro. I know, bro, especially in Florida, bro. I know how easy it is to get your license in Florida. I was shocked. And I had already heard how easy it was. But, bro, I drove one time around a lot, and then I parked, and I made a 3-point turn. And I made a 3-point turn, and I parked. And they gave me a license. They didn't ask any questions. It wasn't, hey, have you ever driven on the highway? All right, there's no explanation. There's no handbook after. They just give you a license. They give you a handbook for everything in life. You start driving, they hand you your license and say, go ahead. So, I drive like no one else can drive, and everyone else is stupid. Boom. Oh, no, I don't do all that, LMFAO. I only avoid people that show signs of being idiots. People that show signs of being idiots, like, yeah, people, but like, I feel like there's a lot of signs. Boom. Talk to him. You know the vibes. What's good, Jack? Damn, I had to go on the road. I was gonna have a joke, but I wasn't ready, and I was like, "Is this?" Bro, I'm in Jersey. I can't imagine dealing with my road rage in an open carry state. See, I saw a video the other day of a dude pulling out a knife in the gym, and I was like, "Yo, this is why I leave people alone." Like this right here, because I just assume, bro. I just assume that everybody else is stupid, not self-aware, a little bit nuts, whatever it may be. Like if you're gonna pull out a knife in the gym over like me telling you not to look at my shorty, that's nuts to me. That's insane. And it's just like the fact that you even brought a knife in the gym. One time I was at the park, bro. I think that might have been the last time I hooped at that park for real. At least at that time, that really might have been the last time I hooped there. I only got to see something once. You feel me? Like my mom was like very paranoid, raising me. So I have like I always like a pros and cons thing. Like my mom has trained me to consider and it's good training, honestly. It's exhausting training, but it's good training. My mom has trained me to consider the worst possible outcome in everything that I do. And so I'm always weighing the pros versus the cons and what it's worth versus what so I was at the park one time, park right down the street from my crib. I lived in a suburban neighborhood, it was a regular park, you feel me? We go out there and hoop all the time, be out there for hours. And one time, I wasn't even in the game, I was on the side. And this dude went to the basket and a pocket knife flew out of his pocket. I was like, oh. That's just in your pocket? Like, huh? Like, you just playing with that in your pocket? Like, I don't want to play with you. Like, I don't want to play against you. God forbid, you foul me and I get upset. Or God forbid, I foul you by accident or you trip or whatever. Basketball happens and you pull a pocket knife out. This game is no longer worth it, bro. It's other parks. I can go. Like, my mother likes me a lot, bro. A lot. She's real fond of me. I need to make it home. So, like, yeah, that when the pocket knife flew out of his pocket, that might have been my last time hooping at that park, and it was down the street from my crib. I found a way to hoop everywhere else. That's nuts to me. Why is there a pocket knife in your pocket, bro? This is a very wholesome park. Like, you feel me? Even if you got to keep one in your bag just in case something pop off. Like, you got to keep one on the court, bro. On the court. You got to have a pocket knife on the court. There has to be one in your pocket. So, like, if I'm playing too... And me, like, I always say, like... And that's part of the reason I had to wait. Because I'm not somebody who likes to fight. I don't look to fight. I don't think that it solves much. I don't think that, like, it really... And these days, especially, like, everybody's shooting. So, I'm really not trying to fight. But, like... I've been saying for a very long time, if there's anywhere I get into a fight, it's probably gonna be on a basketball court. Cause like when temperatures start flying, I'm not necessarily, that doesn't happen as much these days, but like sometimes people do stupid shit. They foul you like in hard ways they shouldn't. People talk crazy, whatever. Like I can get disrespectful a little bit when the time comes, especially like if we talking trash. Like I can get, you know. So it's like I'll probably fight at a basketball court. I can't have like if there's anywhere I'm gonna get sliced, it's gonna be on a basketball court. That's different. Those are different stakes, and I'm not. I don't want to play. I'm good. I'm going home. But yeah, Florida famous for insane dumb people. I'm gonna have to just hold my L's down there. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Hold your like. I to be honest, one like I said, my mom really likes me. Is very fond of me. My dad also very fond of me. You feel me? I have plenty of family. I have pretty great friends. But beyond all of that, I really like my room. Like this spot right here, like this chair. Love this chair. Love this spot. Love this desk. Really, really comfortable bed. Love my bed. Like you feel me? My roommate is one of my best friends in the world. Like I have a great situation. Any day that I make it home is not really an L, bro. I'm blessed. So like that's all priority numero uno, bro. Make it home. Like I'm a black male. You feel me? There's statistics, odds, death, prison, all that stuff. I'm going home. I'm going to the crib. Every day I wake up is an opportunity. I'm blessed every single day. I'm highly favored. I'm one of God's favorites. Like, I don't really take many L's. There aren't too many. Like, earlier today, somebody said something, and they were like, somebody's like, oh, is this directed at Sean? And I was like, it couldn't possibly be, bro. It couldn't possibly be. Because, like, what could you be threatening me with? Like, I don't take no L's. So, don't take any L's, man. Like, life is full of W's. Focus on your W's. You know, you might come across L's in life, but, like, L's are the beginning of lessons, all that stuff, whatever it may be. Everything can be used for whatever you need to use it for. Everything can be used for content. Everything can be used for motivation, inspiration, a learning experience. Make the best out of whatever happens. Once it's already happened, it already happened. Once again, in the words of Big Sean, either I did, I do, or I didn't. That's it. Everything falls in these three categories. Remember that. I was going to freestyle my way out of here. I'm on 5% though. Does anybody have a word for me to freestyle off of before my MacBook dies? Last time it died on like 8 or 9%. I was very confused, so I can't guarantee it'll be any longer than the next 25 seconds. But I will freestyle. If there is a word, let me know. Remember, if you got Essentia, I'm watching you drink it. The ASAP Mob thing, crazy. That is crazy. I might have to speak on that next episode. That is crazy for real. It'd be your own. It'd be your own. It'd be your own. Some people in the sunken place. Remember that. You never know. Yo, I love me. Anybody have a word? 5%. Boom, 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 boom. Got me feeling like a 5%er. Now the haters and commentators say that's a winner. That's a J. Cole line. That's not me. Oh, what did Nelson mean? Okay, I can't check it out now. I'm checking it out in a second. No words. No words. I got breakfast. Okay. I'm focused on my next gift like it's breakfast, the start of my day. I was winning the game before I started to play. I was winning the game because my heart was displayed. And now, it's hard to complain. It's hard to complain because things are hardly explained. They're hardly explained because this is part of my brain. It's all for the top. Now you see it's all for the spot. I offer them dots. And I offer them dots. Now I'm here connecting them. You gotta put respect in them. On some Birdman shit, I'm giving you a bird's eye view, and I color the picture through a bird's eye hue. Now you can see what bird's eyes do. Now you can see what verse flies too. That's a paper airplane, but I'll get my paper up. You see, I'm flying through. I'm flying through like a lake of rust. I'm gonna make it tough, and I really had to make it up on some. My MacBook's on 1% is gonna die, and I want to be able to properly farewell you guys. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you truly. I see fire emojis. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. That was but thank you guys.